All right, it says we're live. And welcome everybody, all the early birds. We were sitting here chatting and realized that people are coming in early, so we might as well go ahead and go live. That doesn't mean we have to go the whole time. We'll see how it goes. And Susie didn't stream tonight, so not encroaching on her time. So, how are you doing, Joel?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, good. He was just telling me he got some good results on a scan, so that's always good news. Always good. Floyd is being a varmint, so we'll see how he does. He's right there. But I had planned to go Friday night, and Joel and Uncle Smiley and Patrick were planning to come on, and we were going to talk about Repticon. And I had invited Sean, Patrick's nephew, but he couldn't make it. But the other two could, but then I didn't get in till quarter till 8, and it was a long, long day doing adoptions. And I have all these animals, and I just thought I can't ignore them, and I know they're not going to be quiet for an hour, so I just decided not to go.
Oh,
Hey, Alec, how are you doing, Alec? That
oh,
is good news. Need to get you up here, Alec. By the way, if anybody does want to come up, the link to the stream is pinned at the top of the chat. So anybody wants to come up, go ahead and click it, and we'll see who's back there. But yeah, I hated Patrick couldn't come, and then I asked them again tonight at the last moment. I thought, well, everything seems to be falling into place, so let me see. And Uncle Smiley could, but Patrick already had dinner plans with his nephew and his friend Robin, so they couldn't make it. They're at dinner right now. So, but we'll press on and do the best we can do. And we were going to talk about, and we will still some, about the Repticon that we met up at. What was that, about a month ago now?
about that.
Can't remember. It seems like it's been like
Maybe like 5 weeks or so.
Okay, maybe 5. It has been 5 because that snake got loose in my truck.
Yeah, I was thrilled when you found that little guy.
Oh my God! I guess the storm and the rain was hitting so hard, and I guess that's what got it, agitated and stirred up, and it couldn't get back into the dash because I had turned off the defroster because it had been raining, earlier in the day. I turned that off. So there it was, and I almost touched him. I did that video. Of course, everybody heard me talk about that, but I thought it was just water, like it had gotten on the inside. And oh man, I almost reached over to touch it, and then I realized that's a snake. But it's a snake I know, so I was really glad to have him. I'm going to be giving him his second meal here in just a little bit. It's just been, I think, a week. So I've got some baby frozen thawed mice. I'm not going to do the hoppers yet. He's such a small little thing, or his mouth is small. And then the other snake that I got is doing great. I got that great big ball python, and it's just doing absolutely great. So pretty. I'm glad I got them both. But told everybody about getting. I didn't get lost. I followed directions, but somehow I went the wrong way, but I was following the directions the whole time, and I got like 45 minutes or an hour maybe away from where I was supposed to be, and I was so aggravated because by the time I got there, it was 3 o'clock or later, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
They didn't charge me at the door, but I wish I'd got there at 12 and had paid. But you guys had been there for several hours, so
Yeah, it was good to meet Patrick and his crew there.
yeah, they're nice people. I really enjoyed. I had never met him face to face, either. So, and he brought a birdhouse that he had made, and I've got that on a little post out by my garage door, and so far it may be too late for anything to nest in it this year, but it's out there. Usually the bluebirds will do a couple of nests or a couple of rounds, so maybe they'll find it.
Do you have wrens up there?
Oh yeah, I've got those little
They'll use it.
Carolina wrens they call them.
Yeah, they'll use it.
They have that long beak, and they'll overwinter here. Sometimes it stays so warm now. I see them getting up under the porch, under the awnings and stuff like that, looking for spiders and bugs and stuff. And they'll sometimes roost up there in the winter because I leave my porch light on, so it probably gives them a little bit of heat. I don't know. But yeah, I hope something finds it and makes use of it because it's a nice one.
I'm sure something will use it.
Craig, how are you doing? I see who's in the chat here. There's Alec. Craig. I may turn this phone the other way because I can't see comments because of the stupid ad thing that's up there. So I think I'm going to. There. Is that all right with you guys? Can you see me okay? The same it looks like to me.
Yeah, looks fine.
Hey, there's Pet Exotics. They are real escape artists, and I've actually had a couple of king snakes. My Mexican MBK Mexican black king snake, the first one I got out, and I never did find it till it was dead. So I hate to lose a snake. My cup, wait a minute. My cup come from Jose, and it even come with a great hair. I'm making a voodoo dog. Oh my God. Just don't make one of me because I've got enough aches and pains already. If I had one more pin sticking in me, I don't know if I could deal with that. Dinner with the nephew, it's different when you know Patrick is from Alabama. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. That was the first time I'd met his nephew, Sean, also, and I believe he teaches or is an instructor of some kind. He was mentioned a couple of times about teaching. Yeah, you were there at dinner, yeah. So I think that's what he does. Back is out of whack. I'm not technical. Oh no, Alec.
This kitty.
It's not pinned. Well, I put it up there. That's how it's there. It's up there. Susie has almost 10,000 subscribers. She's worked hard for those too. She's posted a lot of videos and she's growing her channel organically, just kind of letting it grow on its own. And she's doing a really good job with it. And of course, her content's awesome. So you would. I saw Ed. I think Chattanooga Ed has, or somebody told me, he has 40,000. I think that's what was said. So, and again, another great content. So, I may before I pass, I may make 3,000, but I'm not worried about it. It used to be real important to me, but not so much now. Not so much. I look yummy in any orientation. You're really bucking for that raise, Sam. I mentioned that raise, so I'll never hear the end of it now. Hey, Nana, welcome. Good to see you. I decided to go a little bit early since Susie didn't go this evening. Diego said we'll have none of that. Oh, he always abuses me. I guess it would be senior abuse. I don't know. Ford chuckled at that. He thought that was funny. Cat Daddy. Sam Cat Daddy. No, have y'all been seeing Sam's new little kittens? He's got 2 kittens. And Amy seems like she's in love with them. I think it's Instagram I'm seeing them on. Ed has 40, so almost 47. I remember something about 40, so there you go. He's worked really hard also to get where he's at. So, and they both deserve. Those kittens are adorable. If they just didn't grow up, that's the thing. I've got a cat behind me, I think. I do. Sitting on my, that's Charlie, the black cat that never comes out unless he thinks I don't see him. Charlie, Charlie, there he is. I have to take 3 of these art cats over to PetSense tomorrow and leave them in their cat setup over there for people to adopt since we're just there like once a week, and it'll really increase their chance to get adopted. I'm hating to leave them over there though. See you, Charlie. I hear a cat. Have you got a cat, Joel?
No, I don't have any pets other than fish.
Well, that must have been Charlie that made that meow and then took off. It didn't sound like it. It's Floyd. Do you want to just take the mic?
Hey, Floyd.
He heard you. Did you see his eyes jerk open? It's a little dark in here. Floyd. Floyd. Say hello. Say hi there. Hi there. He's talking to himself. He's half asleep. Yeah, Amy is so smitten, and she's so gentle with those kittens. She doesn't make any false moves or step on them or anything, at least not in the videos. Do you have any pets, Joel?
Just fish.
Okay.
I had the last dog I had to put down in 2015. Got mouth cancer,
Oh, no.
and I have not wanted to have another one since.
I don't know that I've ever heard of a dog, or Lord have mercy, Charlie. I took down all of my beta bowls since they didn't have betas in them any longer. They just had plants and water that I was just watering plants. And he's in there in one of them, literally inside the big bowl. I hope he didn't rock it and turn it over and shatter it. Those things are not cheap. He's out now. But I made it to the kitchen counter in there with him and got him a little bit cleaned up, but I think I'm just going to store them like they are and not worry about the spots and stuff like that on them. Yeah, that's what I've been doing a little bit of and making a little bit of room. And it is a mess in here from stuff, moving stuff around. I'm decluttering. Floyd's tried to land over there a while ago and he said, "Where the hell's all the beta tanks? Didn't you? You didn't have any tanks to land on." He raised hell about it too. He didn't like it.
They
Craig,
get
there's
used to stuff.
do what?
They get used to stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't move things around because of the water weight. So I hardly ever move anything. There's a pretty kitty up there. You're one I'm going to take tomorrow. I hate to do it, but there are far too many cats here. I did get a new little foster dog. We had a volunteer that quit quite unpleasantly, but I'm glad she's gone. Very glad she's gone. But I had given her a little dog that's really sweet to take care of. She's like the obese version of my little Jackson that I adopted, that I couldn't part with once I got him healthy. And she's also 10 years old, but she's in better health than him. But she goes to the vet Wednesday to get all of her stuff done. I think she's going to need some dental surgery too. I don't know what's up with people not taking care of their dog's teeth. I don't understand that. It's expensive, but in the end, you have to pay a whole lot more. Right, Floyd? I started to say, Craig, there's a link, I think, there. You want to come up, unless it went away. That's how Joel came up. Sam, anybody that wants to click the link and join us, you're welcome to. We got a whole 5 people in here, so there's lots of room. I'm getting my meds at the moment. But when you get medicated, I have to click on that video. It's probably one I've seen. That link. What kind of fish do you have, Tor?
Community fish. I've got cardinals, gummy nose, coolie loaches, sturbicories, several bristlenose, plecos.
I love rummy nose. I think I've got a couple in this tank back here. Can't remember. I did order, I might have already said this. If I did, just say you already told us, but I ordered, but I'm waiting to hear back from them. You order by email from Jonah's Aquarium, and that's the uh, natural or the native fish is what I'm trying to say. And they have all different kinds of them, but I ordered 8 yellow perch. They're 4 to 5 inches, so they'll be going in that 180. There's only like 4 fish in there, so they'll be moved out. And I'm going to do a not a deep clean, but a 90% water change, and might try that thing with the plank, that I was talking about. We'll see. Hey, Lori, I went early because Susie didn't go, and we had people coming in, so I just went ahead and went.
Hey, Lori.
And I've told everybody else the link should be at the top of the chat if you want to come in. If you don't, that's fine. But if you want to join us, we're just doing the rough and tumble here, nothing special. If I had planned ahead better, I could have had Patrick come and join us too. And we did have it set up for Friday, but then I wasn't up to it. So we'll get all together. Well, I was wanting to talk about the Repticon a little bit. Um, is that the first one you've been to, or had you been to other ones? I always
That's my first one.
was it? Oh, good. I
Yep.
mean, it's always fun to talk to people that have been a bunch of times and that have only been that first time.
It was pretty
Uh,
neat.
yeah, was it what you thought it was going to be like?
Mostly.
Yeah, there's a lot of reptiles there. That's for
They
sure.
actually had more than what I expected,
Yeah, they get a
like
big.
the tarantulas and spiders and things.
Yeah, so many things are popular nowadays, and they get a big crowd, and they have that second building, and they try to limit that to, even though they can't, but they try to have more like supplies and feeder stuff, crickets and stuff like
Right,
that.
the foods and things, yeah.
Yeah, and you can really get some good deals if you can make it between feeder stuff. I just ordered 200 mice that haven't shipped yet, um, and I got them for $99 plus free shipping. So that's a great deal. Of course, they're frozen mice. I like to play with the dry ice. I always forget it burns. If you touch it, it burns.
Right.
I mean, it really stings. We used to get that when we were kids, or they did, and make ice
Hey,
cream.
Whip.
Hey, Whip, there's a link in the chat at the top. I didn't send it to our chat for some reason. I don't know why. Just another senior thing. Hi, you beautiful people. Let's get tanked. I had your shirt on yesterday, and somebody asked me what it meant, and I just had to turn around and show them the back. This is what it means. I think I was at PetSmart. Yeah, that's where I was. Had it on a PetSmart with the adoption. Start my new job in 13 days. Awesome. Are you going to be doing similar work or something new, or figured I'd fired you? Oh no, you don't get out that easy. Don't get out that easy. I think he finally went to sleep here. Finally. Well, if you'd like to come up, we would love to have you. It's up to you entirely. We just talked a little bit about Repticon. It was the first time Joel had been, and I think it may be like the 10th time I had been, and I've just barely made it. There he is. Just barely made it to this one.
Hey,
Hey, Whip. I was talking about you the other day. Last night maybe, I did like a little 10-minute live just for the heck of it. And I couldn't remember your name, and I said the long-haired man.
You
I think
couldn't remember my name.
I couldn't. It's the blood sugars being so high. They're a little bit better. I'm seeing a new doctor and taking different insulin. So hopefully my memory's going to get better.
Well, it's good to officially meet Mr. Joel Uncle Smiley. This is the first time we've been on the same stream other than talking to each other.
that's
Via
good too.
text, right?
Yep.
Yep. How you feeling?
I'm doing all right.
Cool. Hey, wait. Gregor?
Oh my gosh, Craig's going to be a male escort. Get it while you're young. That's all I can say. Get it while you're young. Yeah.
Miss Lori and Sketty. What were we talking about? What's the main thrust of today's conversation?
Repticon.
I didn't realize you had gone live. I figured we weren't doing it this week because I didn't get any invites.
No. Well, I think it threw me. I thought, well, if Susie's not going, I just don't need to send
Have
it.
you ever heard of Repticon, Whip?
Yeah.
They had an event here in Georgia, and Bob and came down, and Patrick came up, and we met up there and looked around at what all they had.
Anybody buy anything? I know Bobby got some snakes.
They all did.
Yeah, and I lost
Y'all
that
did?
snake, lost itself in my truck, but it turned back up during that big storm. So, and it's doing awesome. So I currently have only one snake that I can account for. I see it quite often, but it's so fast. It comes out and drinks out of the tanks, and I don't know what it eats, but it's been out for over a year. It's a house snake, not named to be in the house, but it's a house snake, so it doesn't bother us. But it is still around.
And you do see it from time to time?
I do. Yeah, mostly in the dining room area. I don't know why, but
I am shocked that your cats do not destroy it.
they don't bother. I had a black cat sitting here on top of these three snakes behind me just a minute ago. They kind of get used to all the snakes, and they don't. Charlie, I broke down all my big beta bowls, those big globes, and I haven't got them all cleaned up, and they're sitting on the counter. And Charlie keeps getting in it, his whole body in the bowl, and he's going to break it. So when we hear
What's a Charlie? Is that a cat?
He's the black cat that was sitting on the snake thing back here a minute ago.
Oh.
He's going to go to Pet Sense tomorrow. I can leave 3 cats there with them to have in their cat adoption thing, and I think he's going to be one that goes. It's hard to
Is
take.
he the great big one? Is that the great big one that you have?
No, he's like a little jaguar-looking cat. He's slinky and solid black. He was at the animal control, and black dogs and black cats, don't get adopted as frequently or as often, and they're my favorite. I love the black and solid white ones too.
It's warmer where you are, Whip, than me.
Say what?
It's warmer where you're at than it is here right now.
Really?
It's only 70 here.
Well, that's weird. Because
it is.
Sketty says it's not, and she's in Iowa. I don't know where Weiwei lives, but I think he's out west, right? And they're both at 91. I'm at 75, and you're at 70. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's about 70 here also. My air hasn't been turning on at all today. I've had fans on though.
We
And
had all that
that
rain and then it cooled down afterwards.
it did. Things are so lush now. Everything's so green. I've got somebody coming to help me mow my yard. I just can't get it done. I've tried 4 times and I can't get it done.
Lori, I can answer that if you really want the answer.
I don't understand the black and whites are. I know with you can see their features better too with it solid. Nothing breaks up the pattern.
But people, for whatever reason, that whole black cat superstition, that is a real thing. I mean, people honestly will. There are so many people who will not adopt a black cat, and then white cats or white animals in general usually can't hear, and people don't want that. Don't want that responsibility either. I don't know what it is about albinoism. Is that a word?
Yeah,
Albinism, whatever the word is.
something like that.
Yeah,
I know
they,
what
they
you mean.
they have hearing issues. So. Oh no, Sketty changed her. She said it's only 62. Oh, I got you.
Craig, is that Fahrenheit or is that centigrade though? You're saying 13.
No, he's Australian. He's using that wonky non-American
Right.
the temperature that everybody uses except for us.
Huawei says
13 is probably what? That's probably what, 45 degrees? I don't even know.
Sounds close-ish.
it's cool, it sounds like. 13 centimeters. No, it's not centimeters. Sam's got one thing on his mind. That's all he's got on his mind. Craig. But you said you're starting a new job in a couple of weeks, so that's exciting.
Gregor is, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what's
Oh,
Uncle Smiley doing these days?
He takes care of his mom.
That's a good boy.
Don't have much choice.
is she elderly or sick
He's
or both?
98.
How old?
98.
Oh, I was bragging on my mother being 89, a week shy of 90. Wow. Well, you'll probably live to be 100, you know it?
Hope not.
You hope not.
Not the way things have been going now, anyway.
There's something to be said for quality of life, that's for sure. I thought you were coming up, Huawei. Every once in a blue moon, you can get him to come up on screen. Sarah, Scunch Princess has been going live late at night our time, and a couple. Sarah, Scunch Princess, Blackie's partner, Dr. Black's partner.
Yeah, I am unfamiliar with her.
You really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! She used
Danny
to
B.
she used to come up on Pam's a lot. Hey Daniel.
You know, I never did catch any of Pam's, her actual stream. She was up here a lot, right? But I didn't see her on her own.
She used to go on his stream a lot. I don't know if she still does. Huawei's a mod over there. I don't know what his stream schedule's like if he streams, but she used to be on there a lot, and a lot of us would go, and they would sing, and it was very entertaining.
Cool.
She's an awesome artist. I've got a lot of her stuff collected, and she's a really cool person. She likes snakes. She's got a lot of snakes around where she lives there in Australia.
So we've talked about Bob's collection quite a bit. What are you looking at there? Joel, you got more than you can name off the top of your head, or you got what's
No,
your?
I don't have that much. I only have small tanks. I've got 5 of them. I got a 40-gallon community tank that's got cardinal tetras and rummy nose tetras, coolie loaches, stir-by cories, bristle nose pleco, and a couple of old oddball fish. Then I've got another tank that's got a ranger pleco and a bunch of glow light danios. And I've got a guppy tank, stuff like that.
We all have guppy tanks. I don't know. It seems like
Forever once you have them.
yeah.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I just moved mine into like a 40-gallon tote because I was like, I need the tank space.
You
You
know,
guys just won't go away.
I don't think I have a guppy. I've
Well,
got
you
some,
downsized to make room for your other scaly
yeah,
creatures.
yeah. I've still got some tanks and some fish, obviously, but I don't think I have a guppy right now. I've got some platies. Most of mine are not live bears. Most of mine are egg layers, so I won't have a bunch of fish. That's for sure. Has anyone heard from Pam? Craig says I haven't.
Nope, I haven't either.
Um, I think Sam said that she hadn't streamed in a while. But yeah, that's where I really got to know Sarah and from Blackie streams.
Yeah, even Lori. So
I don't know if she streams or not. I don't know. Somebody, it may have been Huawei, said that
hey,
she
Alec,
was on. Hey, Alec, welcome back with your bad back. He's got a problem with his back right now.
Alec does. Sorry to hear that, bud.
About 3 months ago, she commented on one of my shorts. Huh. Somebody said she's on Facebook now, so
Is she is she early wine? Is that the right Pam?
yes.
Yeah, I think I just saw something from her on Facebook, or at least maybe it was a friend recommendation or something. That name passed across my brain pan just in the last day or two.
Sam doesn't have Facebook, and he always gives me shit about it because, I literally have 5,000 friends and members and stuff on my Facebook. Literally, most of them are people I've worked with. So when I send out 300 or 1,000 people a joke, I don't look to see that Sam's not in it. So, so he reminds me every time, and I tell him it won't never change. He's giving me a hard time for saying he might have said something about Facebook. You need to get Facebook, and that'll solve your problem, Sam. She posted on Facebook an hour ago. See, Sam, you could have seen that if you had Facebook. And Uncle Smiley doesn't have.
I don't have
His, you don't have what?
I don't have Facebook.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Man, I
no,
lived on Facebook for such a long time.
a lot of people don't. I have to have it for the ARC. And again, we have over 5,000 followers on that, so I have to have it. If I taught Bobby, I know you told me.
Give me 1 second. I got to talk to my kid.
Have a tuxedo kitty Barnaby. Oh, and 2 black cats. There you go, Alec. Tuxedos are supposed to have the same personality as the black cats because the black is dominant. But just certain things like being dog-like, they fetch. Most of them don't have the gene to grab your hand when you scratch their bellies. Just lots of cool behaviors go with colors.
Do you know Jeff Pelham?
Yeah, I know who he is.
He likes black cats. He had a lot of black cats.
Oh, really? They're gorgeous. I just have the one, but he's about to leave here. He's a little skittish. I hate to take him over there and leave him, but he's not skittish here. He's a hellion. He just jumped through two doorways there and never touched the ground. From the kitchen to the dining room, and never touched the ground. And we didn't hear a thing. He's stealthy. They're so much fun. The tuxedo and the tabby girl. Oh, I bet. I bet they are. What happened? I was just thinking about Pam because I got one of her pieces wet. Oh no. Is it damaged? Maybe you can repair it.
Sorry about that. My daughter just came by.
That's nice. We're talking about black cats.
More black cats.
Yeah, Alex got black cats. And they were saying Jeff Pelham has black cats. It was a wood duck.
Cat.
Oh,
Both his cats are gone.
Yeah, they. Yeah.
Ginger boy Bubba. Oh,
What are we talking about?
nothing, just rambling.
Yeah, what Big Steve is talking about something bleeding out or something. What is he?
Oh, he got a piece of Pam's art. We'd still been talking about Pam a little bit too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the wood duck drawings.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't know.
So it wasn't
You
not real blood. It was the paint blood or whatever she was using for a medium.
yeah, my family has fans posts on Facebook, WhatsApp, so I have to keep it up with them. Yeah, yeah,
That's the only reason I have it. There's no other reason really to have Facebook anymore. It's just a place where people go to whine and complain about the way the world is, and like
it's
that's going
been,
to change anything. It's just you ranting about something that doesn't make any difference to anybody else, but it's a platform, so they use it.
yeah.
So I just scroll right on past that stuff, and I look at the stuff from family and friends, and I
Right.
ignore the rest of it.
Me too. Come here, Lemonette. It's about time you got up. It's a little Chihuahua foster dog. She sleeps all day. These dogs will be ready to eat when I get off here and go for a big walk. I have 11 dogs to walk. It would be just 10. That's my self-imposed limit, but that volunteer quit. So she didn't do anything anyway. So got on Facebook daily for the groups, but
What volunteer would you have now? Isn't the arc done and gone?
no, we have 3 foster homes or families, but this one only fostered one dog or one cat at a time. And so when she quit, she actually walked off at the adoption event yesterday.
Hmm.
Abandoned them. So I took her dog home with me. It's just one more little dog. Just one. What's 10? What's 11
Getting
when you
along
have
okay?
10?
Yeah.
But they're good dogs. It's not like having big dogs like Sam.
Yeah, it's not near as cool. Big dogs are where it's at.
They are, but they do take more space for
Oh,
sure.
that's for sure. I got a picture I showed my wife one time. I don't know who it was. It was just something that was on Facebook, I think, that Alaskan Malamutes this woman had. and that's my favorite dog. And
Beautiful.
she had like, I don't know, 8, 10 of them, and they were just
Oh my
everywhere.
God.
They were on the couch, they were on the chair, they were on the floor, they were everywhere.
It's a lot of dog.
That
Yeah.
is a lot of dog. That's like 1,000 pounds of dog.
And they're the ones I think that sometimes they love to be out in the snow and
Yep.
like even sleep out there. And people call animal control on people and say, Charlie, when you break that, I'm going to break your little black butt. He's got in the next bowl over now. He's literally in them.
Tough,
Charlie, I think they're
tough
about
boy to go over there and bite him in the tail. Really?
Charlie. Charlie, get out of that.
Where's your squirt gun?
Right here, right behind me. Right behind me. Now he jumped down again. He knows. I'm only on Facebook for the hate speech and occasional celebrity nude leaks. I thought you weren't on there at all.
You're not going to get any of that from Facebook. You put anything, even other than the reels, sometimes if you put anything risque on Facebook, that it's gone immediately.
Hmm.
I was ranting about a snake that got run over in a forest preserve. I'm like, people are in such a hurry, and they don't give two craps about anything. That even in a forest preserve, they're running over, the local fauna. And I posted a picture of it just because I was so ticked, and they blocked that immediately. I mean, I don't think it was up for 10 minutes, and somebody must have called it in, or one of their little AI bots caught it.
Why did they block it? What was the rationale?
Well, it had gotten run over, and it was pretty gross. So it wasn't vulgar, but what it was the term that they used. It was just graphic, or so. It was.
That's a big difference in Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. TikTok, you can do anything pretty much you want to do as long as it's not full frontal nudity. I mean, anything.
Yeah, and even that you can get away with it. I've seen
Yeah.
strolling around. I've seen full frontal. They all they have to do is put a baby in front of them, and there you go.
Yeah. Educational.
Yeah, right. That's what they're doing.
I don't have a Twitter because I just didn't ever have any reason to
I
get
don't.
Twitter.
I have it. I just never ever go there. I'm not even sure it's on my phone anymore, but I do have an account.
Yeah. I do like TikTok. I like the personal part of it, and I like the lives, and I follow people near me and people not near me, and I like to follow people that have like little farms and goats and stuff. I'm following 3 or 4 of them. A lady asked me today if I would help her be one of 2 more people she needs to breed mice. That she's going to create a new code, a new breed of mice. It's just their patterns, but they're going to look like some kind of dogs. And I said, yeah, oh yeah, I'll be glad to do that. I thought,
Are
well,
you
that
going to take the culls? Is that what she's asking you to do?
no, she's asking me to be one of the breeders. It's her
Oh,
and somebody else, and she needed 1 more, and that we could describe them. We could whatever. When you create your own breed or
mhm.
your own pattern or whatever. It's not a new breed. They're still just mice, but I think she said that she wanted them to look like Aussie dogs, but I'm not sure. They
Wait,
are.
they're not the same. Twitter is a lot different than Facebook.
Yeah,
Something struggling. Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company, so those two are very similar. But TikTok is its own little monster.
yeah, it is for sure. I wish it didn't have so much drama attached to it because there are some really cool things on it. I don't like all the shops and the stuff. Has anybody got their Boom Boom nasal inhalers yet? I was showing mine off last night. That's been one of the things that all the people that sell stuff on there is the Boom Boom nasal spray, and I got my 4 flavors last night for $10.
Never
I
heard
have
of it.
no idea what that is. What is it for?
It's just inhalers, but they have essential oil in them. And I got 4 different scents, so I like them. They were
For
just
like asthma or for what? I mean, what do they
they're,
do?
they're just an inhaler. You just inhale them to open up your sinuses, and but they do more than that. They're really strong scented, and they have different scents.
Mm.
Oh, they're their own product. They're not made by Vicks or anything like that. Just trying to remember that one's mint. It's my least favorite because it reminds me of Vicks, and that's lavender. That's my favorite one, and it is very relaxing because it's got essential oil in it. Here I'm doing a commercial for them. Look at that.
Yeah, not even getting paid.
No, I wish, but I finally before the sale went off, I got mine sent overnight, free shipping and $10 for 4. They are very potent. They'll have them in the store next week probably. Boom boom. On Instagram, you get ads for reporting PREA. What's that?
I
I'm
have
not.
no idea. I don't know what any of those acronyms stand for.
I don't either. FYP. Yeah.
For your protection? For your what's FYP?
Um, it's your personal. It's a page that things get recommended to you based on your interests and stuff like that.
Uh,
I don't remember the acronym, but
for your pleasure?
for your pleasure. It's something like that. For your perusal, whatever.
Perusal.
For your perusing. Sam will tell us in a minute. Sam knows. What do you got going on with your fish, long-haired man?
Uh, not much. I was telling people on my stream this morning or this afternoon. I'm gonna combine. I have multiple Lake Tanganyika tanks that I've been growing stuff out while they were in quarantine from 3 different sources. So I use 3 different tanks, but I've had them now for a couple months, and I think the time has come where I can consolidate a little bit.
Oh, cool.
They're eventually going to go into this because this is my Lake Tanganyika tank, but they're still a little bit small. I think they might get gobbled up.
Yeah, they can get them in their mouth.
Yeah, because there's one from Tosa that's getting a little bit of size. I mean, it's not huge by any means, but if maybe you can see him over there in the corner, right there. He's 4.5, 5 inches.
Well, Sam, you just got me demonetized, I guess. That's okay.
Oh yeah, nice job there, Way.
For you page, that makes sense. Prison, boom, boom, elimination act. You would think, as with a lot of things, that wouldn't be an issue now, but apparently it is.
Oh man, there are a bunch of animals in there. They do whatever they want.
I know, but you would think they'd be able to provide your safety, but I guess not. You should have said what?
Grape.
Oh, great. Yeah.
That's a little cluster of grapes.
You know, I'm looking at a.
Yep. Yeah, I know you got your phone. Are you using a phone, Joel?
Computer.
Yeah. So you can see.
And it's always the ones that have bifocals on that use the phone. Always.
Yeah. I can't see it. It's too small.
I really can't. I am going to move my computer out of the bedroom into that room when I make that completely the reptile room. I'm working on it. My big dining room is going to be the reptile room, and I'm going to put a computer over there. Oh, and I can sit over there in the high chair and stream and get out of this living room. Huh.
Oven? Is that what you said? Is it hot in there? Is
Here?
that,
No,
yeah. Is that
no,
what you said?
no.
What did you
Living,
say?
living room.
Living room.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got oven out of living somehow.
Yeah. When Southern people talk too fast, it really.
or when northern people listen too slow.
Oh
Craig
my
shaved his
God.
head. Oh, and his beard. He probably looked like you're 12.
Come up and show us, Craig. I've been trying to get Craig to come up for a minute.
Yeah, he's got nothing but time on his hand for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, he's got a tank or two he could show us too. How many tanks do you have, Craig? I'm gonna
Craig,
go.
he's got a ton.
I'm gonna say 40. He's on TikTok. That's how I know. Follow him over there.
And they're all immaculate.
Yeah, they are. 50. I lowballed you. Sorry. Dang, I remember when I had 84. That was craziness. Craziness.
I have 12, and that is too much.
I
But
have.
I can't go down because I'd have to get rid of fish, and I'm not. I've always had the philosophy: once you sign your name on the line, you've taken responsibility for that animal, whatever it is, whether it's a dog, cat, fish, turtle, whatever. Unless there's a reason why you cannot do it anymore, like a physical reason for either the animal or yourself. Uh, that's yours and your responsibility, and that's just the way it should be.
It should be. The South and Tennessee is really, really bad about just craziness. This is the third time we've had the little dog I was telling you about that the lady walked off and left at Petco, the volunteer. It's the third time we've had her, and she's 10. And I just want to mash the mouths for that. That's just no good. People are they're awful. What mental illness?
I think that's for keeping that many tanks.
Oh, thanks a lot, Huawei. No, when I retired, I had 8 tanks, and within a year, I had 20. And then after that, it was just leaps and bounds. But then I bought, the aquarium store, their old tanks and racks. So that was my downfall. That put me at 84. But then I decided I was sick of using the Python 4 days a week. So as I lost fish through attrition, it took me about 4 years to get where I'm at. I guess 4 years, 3 for sure. And then I would put a snake in them, so I couldn't put fish back in them.
I'll be right back.
Mental illness is not having any fish, Huawei. It's not having any.
Yeah, if I didn't have my fish, I would not do very well. I'd go nuts around here.
I already told Huawei that his place is going to be the Arc West version. He's got 2 cats and a dog, so he's off and running now. Oh, all the cats are giving me like little body language, little cues, like they're going by and looking at me like, get off the phone, bitch. That kind of look.
Ready to eat?
They're ready to eat. Yeah, they eat first, and then the dogs eat after that. Quite a bit after that, because the cats, I need to rest up after they're feeding them. They all go to the pan, and I got to scoop the pans all again. And there's just 3 of them, but still, if I can't keep them clean and take care of them, I can't have them. I can't deal with that. I've got a dog whose birthday is today. Oh, how old is Amy? 2 years old. Yeah, that's how it starts, though, Sam.
Hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and call you the Arc
Hey,
Western
kitty.
Brand.
Hey, Killer Kitty.
Hey, Killer Kitty, or Curl Kitty. Did you all hear about Dan not streaming um, every week now? I didn't know if he had made any announcement or anything. He sent me a DM about it actually Wednesday evening and said that he was going to go to a every other week format because he had really been missing doing the, like, I guess the walking tours is what he called them. So he was going to do that every other week. And then I was like, thank you, Jesus. I mean, I love modding, but an hour and a half for, I think it's been 6 or 7 years. So I'm glad. And he's been going down, I've noticed, to an hour a lot of the times too. And I like that. An hour and a half is a long time. He just has a lot of people in there, though.
Trust me. Yeah, that's Thursdays are a rough go because I mod for KG Tropicals, and then I mod for
Oh, yeah.
um, Prime Time, and then I'm on with Ed, and then I'm on sometimes with Skip, or I have my own show. Well, it's not my show; it's Skip's show, but I run a show when he can't go because he
Right.
has to work on a Friday morning. Yeah, so it gets that's a long afternoon, especially after working 10 hours too. So
What are you saying, Huawei? Dan's from Dan's Fish, I think, or Dan's Fish. Oh, I see. You're answering. Yeah, I love the tour videos too. But yeah, he sent me a message and he said, and this week will be one that I'll skip, which was last Wednesday. So it'll be 2 weeks since modding this coming Wednesday. I don't know. Does Corey still go once a week? I don't know what his schedule's like.
No, he goes randomly.
yeah, he's been random for a while now,
Okay.
but he's usually on Sunday now, right? Isn't he doing Sundays more so than anything?
Been doing Tuesday at like
Tuesday?
6 Eastern.
No, Tuesday I'm busy. Usually hanging out with Killer Kitty and Chris Aquazone
Yeah.
and Xanadude and Chattanooga Ed and Steven, no, Scotty the Fish Freak.
Huawei, the other, last night you were saying somebody's name and I couldn't remember. You said it was one of the
That's right.
something names, and you never did say the one I was thinking of. And I thought of it today, his screen name, and now I've forgotten it again.
Who are we
Oh,
talking? Who are we talking about?
last night I went live for maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes. It was real late, I think. I was really just trying to see if I got the bugs out of my platforms here, what I'd been doing wrong and all that. It seems to be going. Corey has business issues with the local tariff. Oh, I bet. I bet so. I think anybody with a business would have some issues with it.
Yeah, anybody who imports is going to be struggling for a minute
Yeah.
until it just balances out and they work it out.
You can always give them away, Craig. Right?
Whatever gifted away, I'm always up for a good gift.
I know, right? I didn't see what it was. Taco.
He's talking about if he won on Dan's fish, he wouldn't be able to get them because he's not in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
But Craig, they have the giveaways. Somebody wins that every week. There's only 400 more people besides you.
And he doesn't play around. He doesn't do the wheel of lose. He it's push the button, winner, done. That's it.
You're out of there. I don't think I've ever won. I mean, the mods can, but I don't think I've ever won. I've given my stuff. I think it. Oh, I did win once. I gave Patrick whatever because he wanted it so bad. I lied. I did win something, but I didn't take it. I let him send it to Patrick.
I won the guppies I have of him.
Oh, cool. Are they nice guppies?
Yeah, they were the royal blue.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice. They're beautiful. Do you ever sell those like at the club there in Atlanta? No, the auctions. Huh. And Milo's over there grunting now. That means his pain medicines. I'm sure y'all can hear him. It means his pain medicines went off. Bless his heart. Oh, it's like a nursing home here. And I'm the main patient, taking care of the other patients. Lolo.
China's killing you too, Kreger. So yeah, they've been they've not been pleasant to deal with.
Lori got the eel and 2 Amazon puffers she had for a giveaway. Original winner decided they couldn't house them properly. I'm always glad when people do that. You know, I hate it when people take stuff just because it's something free.
That's what I usually do. I've done that multiple times actually, where I've won. I've never won on dance, but like I'll even go on auctions and bid on things that I know I'm not going to keep. And then of course everybody that I'm bidding against is like, "What are you going to do with that?"
Right.
But then I just give it to somebody. Because the whole point of the auction is to raise money for whatever the auction is raising money for, right? So
Who was it that had the auction last night?
that was Jeff Pelham.
Okay, it was one of the Jeffs. That's what Wally was saying. One of the Jeffs is having, somebody's having an auction, one of the Jeffs. And I'm like, which Jeff? Because I remember all the old Jeffs, like Jeff Rowe. And the one that I couldn't remember, now his name's going to go, that used to mod for Dan, Lumpy Dog. He's a Jeff also. Lumpy Dog is a Jeff. You don't see him a lot much anymore.
No, every now and again he pops into one of the streams I'm on, but
He was one of the original mods with Skipper and Candy and me. Forget who all. There were like 6 or 8 of us with Dan.
Skipper was a mod for
He was his first mod. Yeah,
really?
he was Dan's very first mod. He didn't have 400 people then, but he did have 100 or 150 all day long. But yeah, Skipper was his first mod, I think.
Hey, wait, says, I told you it was Jeff Pelham. You'll never listen to me.
I never listened to you. Well, there you go. You got to say it again.
I said Jeff Kane and Jeff Pelham.
Yeah. This next auction's on Skipper's. I was going to go over there, but I ran to the bathroom. Then I forgot it. And then, like an hour later, I'm like, I bet they're finished by now. But
Oh no, those things go forever.
Well, the last thing I need is to bid on a fish,
Right.
one fish even. I did buy some plants today. I did get some aquatic plants, and I got some water hyacinths to put in my tub. He's bloody old. Leave him alone. That's right. Let's see. I won once. I was the fifth pick. The previous four winners didn't respond in time. It was for cichlids, and I gave them to skippers. You know, now I love my South American cichlids, but I'm like you. I don't keep Africans. I don't pay any attention to anything Sam says, especially since he started talking about money.
Leave him alone, Sam. He's bloody old.
Tell him, Craig. Tell him. That even got a chuckle out of Floyd. Are you laughing, Floyd? Did you laugh? Floyd. Barely, barely under his breath. He's asleep. Well, it's not quite 9 o'clock, but we started early. So,
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because people were in here. There were like 5 people, and I'm like, I hadn't had 5 people in forever. Let me get in there. Pretty much.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at the live, you've got an hour 6.
Um, but unless there's anything else, to talk about or anybody wanted to do, then I am ready to start with this animal care,
Okay, well,
feeding the cats.
thanks for having me, Bob.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming up there. Glad to finally meet you.
Yeah, same here.
We could use somebody that's kind of calm and got a little bit of sense in this stream. I'll tell you.
Well, you almost had me right.
Present company excluded. What'd you say, Joel?
You almost had me right. You had me at the calm part, but then when you said had sense, you lost me on that.
Oh, oh well, shucks. All right. Well, Whip, I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you made it and came in.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sure you're thinking I'm sorry you found that.
No, no. I'm just embarrassed that I didn't post the link. I posted in the
I'm
chat.
like, well, he must not be going, and then I see he is going.
He doesn't know what he's doing half the time.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
Mogs. Good night, everybody. Foxy and Pep are on Wave Makers right now, so head over there if you've got time. End the stream.